Okay, so we're looking now at the relationship between Kimura and Bicep slicer. So let's just take it from side control, which we covered at the very start of this mesocycle. So say I'm here and I've got the Kimura trap, and Ryan then goes hand to hand, and now he's put me in the dilemma where he's brought his junction of his wrists in front of him. Now we showed you different ways of breaking this from the dorsal position, but I'm just going to hit it from this position because I think it's the easiest position to see it from. So from there, my support hand that's on my right wrist is just going to come over his forearm like a karate chop. So it just looks like that. Once I'm there, my right's coming underneath. My left hand grabs my right bicep. Now this is where everyone messes up. From this position, they grab their own elbow or tricep, and then they start to try and put it on from there. And sometimes you get it, sometimes you're not. Oh, I can't get it at all from there because there's not enough tension in the arm. The detail is, I lift this up, and my right hand, my right hand grabs Ryan's armpit. Right now, that's one of the details. Normally, it was just taught from there. That puts so much pressure, but this is pure gold. I'm going to lift my hips and come over his shoulder to this side, and now from there I just raise his elbow. Where would that fit into in the game? Say from here I was in the dorsal position and Ryan goes hand to hand and we're trying to work all our stuff from here. Remember we talked about I could bring my shin inside and pull it up like this. Tarko Plata was there as well, where I could come around and hit it from here. But keeping things very, very simple. Once I'm here, from here, all I'm going to do is from the dorsal position, I'm going to use my right hand to push Ryan flat onto his back, and I just open that grip out like that. As I do, I'm never letting go with this hand because now I can sort of just get his elbow to the mat. So from there, as I open that, that's already covering it. So there's connection. And now I just drive down and find his armpit, and then I just lift my hip. Sorry, and come over to the other side. And now it's just all about raising his left shoulder off the mat. Okay, just use Johnny so you can see, bro. There's not a lot to that. It's not obviously IBJJF legal either. You can do it in the club. We'll do it from just this position. I think it's easier to learn from here, from our side control Kimura position. So we looked about all the stuff, getting this down, getting on the shoulder line, stepping over, and reverse motorcycle grip and all that jazz. Johnny throws a spanner in the works when he goes hand to hand, and then when he brings his own hands in front of his body, trying to hit the Kimura from here can be very, very difficult. So the detail is from here, keep your grips, okay? The support hand lets go and just little finger side cuts his forearm in two like this. As I slide down and grab my own bicep. Now when I learned this many years ago, I just grabbed my own tricep, stayed on the right side of his body, and then tried to raise his arm. I could never get this to work. The detail is I raise his arm and then I grab his own armpit from here. Already that puts significant more pressure on the bicep slicer. But what's really is a force multiplier. When I move from over his right shoulder to actually over his left shoulder, and now from there I just raise. Top. Okay. That driving into his forearm is just a compression lock. Again, if we look at it from the dorsal position, Johnny goes hand to hand. We know how to bring our shin in and glue this and try to break that. Tarko Plata is there as well, but a bigger movement. But something very, very simple from there is I'm going to push this way. Notice the way I've glued my elbow to his chest. I've opened this hand, but I've never just let go to wrap. As I push, look, that's sliding down. So there's connection the whole time. And now as I put his back on the mat, I'm using my weight. And now I'm lifting this and finding that. And now from there I'm just moving. Can you put my head on the mat? Move over to the other side. Top. I just do it on this side so you can see, bro. Just turn around. If use the same arm.
Yeah, perfect.
So you can see what I'm doing on my legs. So we're here because Johnny's brought this in front of his body. Okay, a lot of pressure to try and open that, so he stay connected. As I push him this way, my left hand opens up. Little finger side, the side you chop with, comes over the forearm. That never just lets go. It punches through, grab my bicep. Already, I'm lifting his left arm to grab under his left armpit. I'm putting my head on the mat and I'm dropping to the other side. And now from there I just sit up and base. All I need to do now is put all the weight on my right elbow and I lift my left elbow to the sky as I chop my forearm or my edge of my hand into this forearm. You get that muscle fibre, a lot of pressure on the forearm and your bones there. So that is the bicep slicer.